I'd sent out hundreds of applications and got rejected from every single one. I was totally convinced I would never break into tech. I'd done all the things they tell you to do. I built a portfolio. I learned to code a bit. I polished my resume until it shined. But all I got back was a big fat nothing. I was stuck, absolutely burning through my savings, and just about ready to give up. Then I stumbled onto one skill that changed everything. It's a skill that recruiters are scrambling to find right now, and it's what took my career from zero to a high-paying success story. It's why I finally got to quit my dead-end job and build a life with real financial freedom. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what it is and how you can use it to build your own tech career, even if you're starting from scratch. Section 1. The grind and the wall. Let's be real for a second. Trying to break into tech from the outside feels completely impossible. For me, it was a solid year of grinding with nothing to show for it. I didn't have a computer science degree. My background was in a field so unrelated, it might as well have been underwater basket weaving. I was already fighting an uphill battle, and I had a massive case of imposter syndrome that was weighing me down like an anchor. I was following all the popular advice, which was basically, be a generalist, so I spent countless nights and weekends learning a little bit of everything. I slapped together a few websites with HTML and CSS. I dipped my toes into JavaScript. I took an intro to Python course. I even tried to figure out what the heck an API was. My portfolio was just this chaotic mess of small, disconnected projects. I was a jack of all trades and, you guessed it, a master of absolutely none. So naturally, I applied for everything. Front-end developer, junior back-end engineer, data analyst. You name it, my resume was in that pile, and with every single application I shot into the void, I'd feel this tiny spark of hope, which was immediately crushed by a generic rejection email, or even worse, just total silence. The feedback, on the rare occasion I could get any, was always the same. We're looking for someone with more specialized experience. It was the classic catch-22. I couldn't get experience without a job, and I couldn't get a job without experience. It was this soul-crushing cycle of learning, applying, and failing. I really started to believe that I wasn't smart enough, that I didn't have the right background, and that the tech industry was some exclusive club I'd never get into. I was so close to just calling it quits. Section 2. The aha moment. My turning point didn't come from a flash of genius. It came from pure desperation and a complete change of strategy. I stopped blindly firing off applications and started analyzing them instead. I went through hundreds of job descriptions for the roles I actually wanted, the ones with six-figure salaries, interesting work, and real growth. I wasn't just looking at entry-level anymore. I was looking at mid-level and senior roles to see the roadmap. I threw everything into a spreadsheet: titles, salaries, required skills, preferred qualifications. And as I started sorting through all that data, a pattern jumped out at me. It was a common thread woven through nearly every single high-paying, in-demand role, whether it was an AI engineer, a data scientist, or a senior developer. They all required a deep understanding of how to build, deploy, and manage applications at scale. And where does that happen today? Not on some dusty server in a closet. It happens in the cloud. Yeah, that was my aha moment. The realization hit me like a ton of bricks. I was so focused on learning how to write code that I completely ignored where that code actually runs. Companies aren't just hiring people to write little functions. They're hiring people to solve massive business problems, and today's business problems are solved with the insane on-demand power of cloud platforms. I had been trying to sell myself as a cook who knew a few ingredients, but what companies were desperate for were chefs who knew how to run a world-class kitchen, how to get ingredients at scale, manage the entire workflow, and serve thousands of perfect meals every night. I decided right then and there, no more being a generalist. I was going all in. I was going to become a cloud specialist. Section 3. The one skill revealed: cloud computing. The one skill that unlocked everything for me was cloud computing, specifically mastering one of the big three cloud platforms: Amazon Web Services, AWS, Microsoft Azure, or Google Cloud Platform, GCP. This isn't just another buzzword, it's the literal backbone of the modern internet. Nearly every company you can think of, from giants like Netflix and Airbnb to the tiniest startups, runs on the cloud. Why? Because it gives them instant access to everything. Massive computing power, unlimited storage, powerful databases, and even cutting-edge AI and machine learning tools, all without owning a single physical server. This shift has created a huge skills gap. Companies are moving to the cloud way faster than they can find people who know how to manage it all. The demand for skilled cloud professionals is projected to keep climbing in 2025, and tons of organizations report a major talent shortage in this exact area. This is a golden ticket for anyone trying to break in. And here's the kicker. When you learn the cloud, you're not just learning one thing. You're learning the foundational layer for the entire tech ecosystem. It's the bedrock for other hot fields like AI, machine learning, and cybersecurity. You can't really do modern AI without the cloud. This one skill opens the door to the highest paying, most secure jobs out there. We're talking about roles like cloud architect, with average salaries that can push well into the $145,000 to $176,000 range, depending on your experience, or roles like cloud engineer and DevOps engineer, which all command premium pay because the demand is just crushing the supply. And the best part? The industry is finally waking up to the fact that practical skills and certifications can be way more valuable than a traditional degree. When you can prove you know how to build a secure, scalable cloud environment, companies care a lot less about your diploma. They care about what you can do, and cloud skills are what they desperately need. Section 4. My 5-step process to master the cloud. So how did I actually go from zero to hired? I followed a repeatable, no-fluff roadmap. First step, pick your platform and go all in. You've got the big three, AWS, Azure, and Google Cloud. Don't make my old mistake. Don't try to learn all three at once. That's the generalist trap. Pick one and commit. I went with AWS simply because it has the biggest market share, which usually means more job openings. Step number 2. Master the fundamentals. You gotta walk before you can run. Start with a foundational certification. For AWS, that's the Certified Cloud Practitioner. This exam forces you to learn the core lingo, what the cloud even is, the different services, security basics, and the key tools for computing and storage. This knowledge is non-negotiable. Step 3. Get the Golden Ticket certification. After you've got the basics down, aim for the certification that really makes recruiters' heads turn. In the AWS world, that's the AWS Certified Solutions Architect Associate. Studying for this is where the magic happens. It's not about memorizing trivia. It's about learning how to design and build systems that are secure, cheap to run, and don't fall over. Passing this exam is a huge signal to employers that you're serious. Step 4. Build real-world projects. This is the most critical step, period. Certs get you the interview, but projects get you the job. You need a portfolio that screams, I can actually do this. And please, don't just follow a tutorial line by line. Build your own stuff. Host a blog using cloud storage and a CDN. Build a serverless API that does something simple, like tell you a joke. Set up a basic pipeline that automatically deploys your code, and document everything on GitHub with a clear, here's what I built and why. And that brings us to step 5, specialize to monetize. Once you have that strong foundation, you can niche down into a super high demand area. This could be cloud security, mastering things like identity management. It could be DevOps, focusing on automation with tools like Terraform, or it could be machine learning on the cloud, using the powerful AI services these platforms offer. This is how you go from just having a job to building a seriously valuable career. CTA. If this roadmap is making sense to you and you're ready to stop spinning your wheels and actually get somewhere in tech, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. I drop new videos every single week breaking down complicated tech stuff into simple, actionable guides just like this. And let me know in the comments which cloud platform you're thinking about starting with, AWS, Azure, or GCP. I'd love to hear what you're planning. Section 5. The result. From zero to hired. After 6 months of intense focus on this one skill area, my entire world changed. I updated my LinkedIn profile with my new AWS certifications and my portfolio of cloud projects. And let me tell you, the difference was night and day. Instead of me chasing jobs, recruiters started sliding into my DMs. They didn't ask about my degree. They asked about my hands-on experience with AWS services. The conversations were totally different. I could talk confidently about designing architectures and solving actual business problems. Within a few weeks, I had multiple interviews lined up for cloud engineer roles. I went from hundreds of rejections to getting 2 high-paying job offers in the same week. The job I took came with a salary that more than doubled what I was making before. It felt completely surreal. That single decision to specialize didn't just get me a job, it gave me real career security. It opened up remote work, gave me financial stability, and most importantly, it absolutely shattered that imposter syndrome that held me back for so long. I had finally proven to myself that I belonged here. So, the moral of the story is this: stop being a generalist. Stop spreading yourself so thin, trying to learn a little bit of everything. The real key to breaking into tech and earning a great salary is to become a specialist. Find one in-demand skill and go deeper than anyone else. For me, that skill was cloud computing, and I honestly believe it's one of the biggest opportunities in tech right now. The industry is practically begging for people with these skills. You don't need a fancy degree, and you don't need a traditional background. What you need is a plan, the drive to learn, and a portfolio that proves you can do the work. If I can go from feeling completely lost to building a successful, fulfilling career in tech, then you can absolutely do it too. Your dream job is out there, and it might just be waiting for you in the cloud. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.